Welcome to Lifeword's Day by Day, where we are doing a deep dive into 1 Corinthians chapter 12, and we've noticed that Paul uses this word varieties. The text says that there is a varieties of ministries or services. Once again, the plural, varieties, is used, and once again, this is done so that we may not pigeonhole God where He does not want to be pigeonholed. So the varieties of ministries are the events or the realm where the Holy Spirit wants to manifest His giftings through you. But we must stay flexible in our understanding of that word ministries. So for instance, there are all kinds of hospitality ministries, all kinds of children's ministries, all kinds of discipleship ministries, all kinds of teaching ministries. There's not just one way to have these ministries function. And if we're not sensitive to the Spirit's leading and aware to what's going on in the life of the church, then we may be going straight when the Spirit is wanting us to veer left. And we all have to remember that there are varieties of ministries. And just because something was done one way at one time does not mean that is the way for all time. What we have the tendency to do is to pigeonhole the gift and pigeonhole the ministry. For instance, when we think of the gift of preaching, a certain teacher may come to mind that is our personal ideal, and we say, oh yeah, that guy has the gift of preaching. And then we measure every other preacher by that standard in our mind. And when someone comes along thinking that they have the gift of preaching, then we think it should look like that standard in our mind. Adrian Rogers, now there's a real preacher. And we think that the gift of preaching is to be manifested in that particular way and also in a particular area of ministry like the church. But what we are learning in this text is that the Holy Spirit does not manifest Himself in the same way in everyone, nor in the same ministry, but that all the gifts are valuable because they are given by the same Spirit, and all acts of spiritual service are useful because they all serve the same Lord. So for instance, you may have the gift of teaching. Does that mean you should teach an adult Sunday school class? Well, not if you've been gifted to teach the preschoolers. Can you imagine how frustrating it would be for a person who's been gifted to teach preschoolers if they were teaching adults, or even vice versa? So we have to be careful to realize that there are varieties of gifts, varieties of degrees, and a variety of ministries. But overseeing all of this is the same Lord. He is the one who is orchestrating, and He is the one we are serving. As you pray today, please remember Stan Scroggins and his family, our missionaries in the Philippines. And also remember the Malprusi Lifeword broadcast that's heard throughout Ghana and Togo.